As we all know, Malaysia has been substantial economic growth and development in recent decades. It has evolved from a predominantly agriculture economy to that is more diverse and industrialized, with a major emphasis on the service sector. The first one is agriculture. The agriculture industry is crucial to Malaysia's economic growth and development since it employs a large number of people, generates income for them, and contributes significantly of the nation's export earnings. Agriculture products include rubber, palm oil, rice, and timber. Next is industrialization. The industrial sector has been a key driver of economic growth in Malaysia, providing employment and income for many Malaysians, and generating significant exports revenue for this country. The sector is divided to main categories, which is manufacturing and construction. And lastly is service sector. The service sector includes a wide range of industries such as finance, transportation, and retail. The finance sector in Malaysia is well developed with a number of domestic and foreign banks operating in the country. For the article review, we decided to choose the article written by P. Sivakumar, which the topic is Budget 2023, focused on health, education, and agriculture. The article stated that it should be noted that the return on private government infrastructure spending encouraged the rise of building and manufacturing. The newly formed government, which has yet to propose a revise of alternate budget 2023, is expected to focus on dealing with growing inflation and high interest rate, which could temper consumer spending and investment. In order to lessen vulnerabilities from the devastating effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, especially among the impoverished and most vulnerable members of our society, the government budget for 2023 should consider increasing the expenditure on our health, education, and agriculture with larger budgets, says Sivakumar. The first one is agriculture focus. Strengthening food security, promoting more inclusive growth, and lowering food costs are all depend on addressing the shortcomings in land, labor, and machines in the agriculture sector. Inadequate business conditions for the agri-food system and value chain vulnerabilities will address with the support of increased public investment in the agriculture industry. Malaysia has a relatively high standard of healthcare, with a well-trained workforce, advanced medical technology, and a wide range of medical facilities. The country is also a leader in medical tourism, attracting many foreign patients seeking high-quality and affordable healthcare service. Last but not least, it is the responsibility of the government to provide education for all citizens, and they have made significant investment in the education sector to improve the quality and accessibility of education. The government has implemented policies and programs to increase the enrollment in primary and secondary schools, as well as to improve the quality of education in universities and other higher education institutions.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Zakwan bin Muhammad Zakaria, and today I'm going to talk about the macroeconomic theories related to the article, starting with agriculture. In the article above, P. Sivakumar addresses his concerns over the government budget of 2023, particularly addressing the weaknesses in land, labour and machinery in the agriculture sector. This coincides with three strategies of NAFP, which is to increase contribution of the agro-food industry to innovations and advancement in technology. The fourth strategy of NAFP, which is to develop human capital by training future agricultural entrepreneurs with progressive mindsets, as well as the fifth strategy of NAFP, which is to strengthen R&D activities, innovation and technology through R&D activities in a conducive environment. Next, he believes that improving on these aspects will help strengthen food security and boost more inclusive growth in the country. Now this coincides with the first strategy, which is to assure the national food security through the stabilization of price of food and ensuring the food's quality. Lastly, we can find that it matches two more of the NAFP's strategies, which is to encourage participation of the private sector through local and foreign investment, as well as completing the value chain through overall improvement of the cluster dynamics, strong local and global webs, as well as combining sustainability practices as well as the traceability system. Thank you. Next, we will move on to the theory of health industrialization. Now, these two are related in a number of ways. Health industrialization is important in Malaysia for several reasons. Firstly, it can help to improve the overall health and well-being of the population by providing access to high-quality and affordable healthcare services. Next, the development of a robust health industry in Malaysia can also attract foreign investment, which can help to create jobs and stimulate economic growth. Thirdly, health industrialization can lead to the development of new technologies and medical treatments, which can help to improve the quality of healthcare services and reduce healthcare costs in the long run. As stated by P. Sivakumar, it will help to face such unexpected circumstances, such as the COVID-19 pandemic that we recently faced. Next, health industrialization can also help to reduce the country's dependence on imports of medical equipment and drugs, which can help to boost the balance of trade. Lastly, the development of a robust health industry in Malaysia can also help to reduce the burden of healthcare costs on the government. In summary, it can have a positive impact on the economy and the overall well-being of the population. Lastly, I will talk about the macroeconomic theory of education service. It suggests that the country's economic growth and development is closely tied to the quality and accessibility of its education system. This putting in factors such as government investment in education, availability of skilled labour, and overall level of education attainment among citizens. First and foremost, having a skilled workforce is crucial as it can operate in a variety of industries, including manufacturing, services, and agriculture, which is produced by Malaysia's educational system. Next to be economic growth. By boosting productivity, innovation and competitiveness in the global market, Malaysian education services support economic growth by contributing to poverty reduction by equipping people with the skills and knowledge required to land better paying jobs. With this chance, the people can advance up the socio-economic ladder. Social mobility and education services in Malaysia can also foster social mobility. Overall, it is crucial in training people to participate in the labour force and contribute to the economy. With the intention of ensuring everyone has access to high-quality education, the government has made considerable investments in educational services.
Demographic agriculture in Malaysia. This publication contains statistics on agricultural economic performance, employment, domestic production, and external trade. These statistics detail the findings from a sectoral perspective for the three main agriculture subsectors, namely crops, livestock, and fisheries, as well as the social perspective which contribute to Malaysia's economic development. Malaysia's economic gained speed in 2021 with RM1386.7 billion in gross domestic product, up 3.1% from RM1345.1 billion in 2020. Agriculture sector growth fell by 0.2% in 2021 compared to a negative 2.4% the previous year. The reduction was caused by the commodity subsector, particularly oil palm, which grew at a negative 5.6% rate 2020. And despite a slowing growth rate, oil palm was the largest contributor to agricultural value added, accounting for RM34.8 billion, which is 25.2%. This is education data in Malaysia. Why education is important in Malaysia? Education is really vital in our life. You should be educated whether you want to live an expensive or better life. Education is what transforms a person into a better person and even a better social being. Education is the only thing that will help us in the future. And the population in 2022, Wilayah Putrajaya had the highest percentage of children under the age of 18, accounting for 41.6% of the entire population of Wilayah Putrajaya, or 0.12 million people. Kelantan 35.3% comes in second, followed by Terengganu 34.0%. Meanwhile, Pulau Pinang had the lowest percentage, 23.4%. However, Selangor has the most children under the age of 18 in Malaysia, with 1.81 million, followed by Johor 1.12 million and Sabah 1.06 million. Wilayah Labuan has the fewest children under the age of 18 at 0.31 billion. Malaysia has more than 590 higher education institutions and more than 1.27 million students of all higher education. With so many universities and colleges to choose from, you might need some help while students still pay for their tuition fees. Public universities are funded by the government as they pay for most of the operating costs. These universities are in overall bigger with thousands of students studying there.
My name is Muhammad Fazli Aziz bin Ahmad Fuhad. For the newspaper review, It is about agriculture titled Food Security and Unsustainable Agriculture in Malaysia. It was written by Cheong Yok Kong in the Sun newspaper. Food supply in Malaysia is being disrupted due to global climate anomalies and the COVID-19 pandemic, while food prices have skyrocketed. To prevent an unstable food supply from affecting low-income groups and unsustainable agricultural development from causing irreversible damage to the natural environment, the government must address the issue of unsustainable agriculture and flawed food safety policies. Malaysia's food policy is confronted with numerous challenges, the most pressing of which is the rise in global food prices. When food supplies are insufficient and unstable, low-income groups will inevitably bear the brunt, while the middle class will also suffer from rising basic living costs. As a result, in order to transform the current agricultural model into sustainable agriculture, the Malaysian government should embrace a new development mindset and comprehensive planning. This will allow us to increase food supply despite increasingly limited land and energy resources, improve farmer well-being, and bring about positive environmental changes. The next newspaper review is about health. It is taken from the Star newspaper entitled Expert Do Not Unleash the Kraken. According to health professionals, the COVID-19 Standard Operating Procedure SOP needs to be tightened to handle the anticipated number of inbound tourists. They said that, especially in light of the new viral strains, this would be necessary to stop a spike in local transmissions. Prof. Dr. Sharifah Izzat Wan Putih, a health economist and public health expert at University Kebangsaan Malaysia, suggested taking precautions like requiring a negative COVID-19 test before travelling, showing proof of receiving all necessary vaccinations, and making COVID-19 travel insurance mandatory. She said that this was in line with the US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC) advised that travellers receive the entire range of vaccinations to lower the risk of infection and spread. The impact of new COVID-19 strains like XBB or Kraken, according to Prof. Sharifah Izzat, are still unknown, although instances in other nations have increased as a result of the new variants, even among those who have had vaccinations. Regardless of the fact that it is anticipated that the number of cases will rise and put a strain on the healthcare system, she claimed that it will not be as bad as the first and second wave of COVID-19 in 2020 and 2021, respectively, because the majority of Malaysians are now immune and boosted.
To conclude, agriculture, health and education are indeed important sectors for the growth and development of Malaysia. Agriculture provides food security and employment opportunities, while the health industry ensures access to quality healthcare for citizens, and education is crucial for developing a skilled workforce and fostering innovation. Investing in these areas can help to drive economic growth and improve the overall well-being of the population. That is all from us. Thank you very much.